howling for you.
And away we go!
Welcome once again to another edition of WolfcastTV. I'm your co-host Dario.
And I'm your other co-host Chris.
And it's been a pretty interesting week, shall we say. Something that we're not used to.
Are we talking games? Or, because there's been a lot that happened in that one game.
There was. What you get to, which was a victory. I know that sounds surprising. It shouldn't be. It was a victory. It was 18-17 over the Rochdale Hornets. A lot closer game than most of us anticipated.
We came out strong, and then
We came out strong? I don't think so.
we came out with strong intentions.
It's strong intentions.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They scored within 70 seconds of the game.
1 minute 4, 1 minute 5.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, all credit to Rochdale for their performance. Again, it's one of the things that we're at the point where look at where they are at the standings. We look at where the Wolfpack are at the standings, and we go, "Hey, this should be a cakewalk." But any team
You can't count on anything.
No, especially since most of the games that are only televised are against the Toronto Wolfpack, and because of all the news and notoriety surrounding the team, every team's going to give their best. Because it's a showcase for them.
Yes.
But man, did they put on a show!
Yes. And I think that's the first time they had the losing team have man of the match.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was who won man of the match. Congratulations to him for doing that. But like I said, it was a close game. I know earlier on in the season we were wondering if Brierley and his kicking game would go all right, but it turns out his foot did win the game for us on that penalty to make it 18-17. And you're talking about that they did have a chance to tie, I guess. I don't know if...
Yeah, the kick from, I think it was somewhere around the half. Is
that
what you're talking about?
Yeah, a little bit. That was...
You know what? I've seen kicks made from there very, very infrequently. But, same scenario, what do you got to lose? Right? You make the kick, you're the team hero. Everyone loves you. You don't, and you're the bad guy.
Yeah. It's a tough decision to make, but you learn to live with it. Again, being in that position, you get to that point. Again, plenty of kudos out to Russia. And, not discounting the Wolfpack, they were down, I think, they were down 12-6 at halftime, down 16-6 at one point. And you know what? They did come back. So
they fought.
They did fight hard, never gave up. So credit to them as well for putting on a show.
Now, I was watching the game, and, I've seen, we've been to the UK, watched a couple of local games, and the stadiums are not the best, let's say, in a nice way. And the broadcasters constantly raving about that stadium. I guess they upgraded the pitch. They did something.
It did look really nice.
It looks green.
I don't know if the weather had anything to do with that. Because remember, Rochdale missed a couple of games early on because the field wasn't ready. So it was, good things are worth waiting for. But yes, I think in championship you realize that you see these teams here. I think the stadiums are a bit better than the ones that we went to when they were playing in against League One teams. But you're talking about a show. And talking about the fields, we had a local boy that was out there visiting.
One of the Wolfpack Pack?
One of the Wolfpack Pack. So a shout out to Henry that had a whirlwind of a tour, trying to get from Amsterdam to the UK and back to Canada, all within like the span of 24 hours.
Now,
So
did he do the appropriate Toronto thing and visit with Rob and Caz?
Well,
Who go to every game?
They go to every game, of course. He did. Of course. I mean, he was there with the flag.
You're not there to see the Wolfpack. I want to see Rob and Caz.
Yeah. And you know what? Since you brought up Rob and Caz. Caz! Sweetie. You tweeted out a little something to us recently, didn't you? And I believe, and I'm going to try and pronounce it properly, and I'm sure since I mispronounce everything, you'll correct me anyways. Go right ahead. But you said, and this was probably more generated...
I can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
This is video.
To us. And it's pronounced Pog Mo Thorin. Or Thoin.
Meaning?
Meaning, kiss my arse. From a bloody St. Paddy's Day. Well, you know what? Since we love you so much, from Chris and I, here's a little something. That's for you. All right.
All right,
But
let's get off the pitch.
We get off the P, as in Peter, right?
Pitch.
Okay.
Because
That was him. That wasn't me.
There's a lot of
Just
things
saying,
that have
just
been
saying.
going on behind the scenes, or not on the field. Let's call it.
Well, yeah, it's been continuing on, hasn't it? There's been, we mentioned the signings of Gareth O'Brien, who, again, had his debut this past week. Got a sink bin there for the...
For enthusiastic play.
Yes, quite enthusiastic. You're going to fit in fine, Gareth. You're going to fit in fine.
We love the passion you bring to the Wolfpack.
And we're not
to
going to
that.
say anything, but yeah, it was well deserved. I'm glad you got your licks in there. But they also had another signing, Chase Stanley from New Zealand. Another good name that's coming on to the team. And again...
And this was when?
This was a few days ago.
Just?
I think,
Okay.
March 24th. So, and with new people coming in, that usually means...
Someone's going out?
Probably one or two players, maybe, keep your eye out and see if anything happens recently with regards to that. But again, it's that panic that I said in last week. And I don't want to come across and saying that it's something bad, but it just looks like there's so much turnover recently.
I think it's rebuilding? Or I don't want to say rebuilding, but building?
Yeah, it's not like, like a team that falls to the bottom of the league and, they have to rebuild from scratch kind of thing. I think they're doing fine-tuning, and I think, for example, in the case of Gareth O'Brien, there may have been reports that Salford was looking to unload him, and when an opportunity like that comes up, they may have just jumped on it. But I also do think that they are looking for a better plan, not just for what's happening right now, but to ensure that they get into Super League and realizing the competition is
long-term,
still
big
time.
picture.
Yeah, exactly. So you look at it right now, they're in 4th place.
Yep.
London's at 12, Toulouse is at 12, Featherstone's at 12 points. London does have a game in hand, by the way. And Toronto is at 11 points.
And then there's a jump down to 5th?
Right, there's a bit of separation there, which is good right now. Dewsbury and Halifax have 6 points, and again, they also have a game in hand, but still 3 points separated. So there's a bit of a gap, and they can, expand that because you still want to remain solid in the top 4, which leads us up to this Easter weekend.
Tough games coming up.
Very tough games. We mentioned this before, but Good Friday, or Catholics call it Good Friday, they'll be facing off against Featherstone Rovers, and then Monday they'll head over to France to face Toulouse. And again, one's in
tough games.
3rd place and 2nd place. Now, if they lose both of them, it's not the end of the world, because there's still plenty of games to make up. But I'm really hoping that they split and go 1-on-1.
Who do you want them to win against?
Well,
or do you care?
Ideally, both. At this point, no. If they can come out of this with 1-1, I'd be really happy. Especially after that close victory, I did not expect that
Rochdale?
the 1 point margin of difference.
Well, I don't think Toronto's ever had that close of a game.
No.
In score and in, the entire game. You have comeback from both sides, keeping it close.
I think you go allude to last year, the game they lost against North York Knights, and I think actually last episode I called them New York Knights, so I do apologize. Up the Knights! And yeah, I remember these things. And also the tie that we went to go see against Keithley.
Yeah.
So the one good thing about this is that in a close game, they actually won, which is I think one of the first times that they actually won such a close contested game, which is good because I think the more adversity they face, the better off they'll be in the long run.
Now, like you said, there's obviously something getting moved within the team, new players, new signings. If you had to take a guess, and I don't want to continue to drone on about all this stuff, but one last question or so is that who do you think would be going?
I have no idea. In the sense of, I mean,
Is
I
that
heard rumors.
your rugby knowledge or lack of? Like
I've heard rumors of a couple of people, and I don't want to mention it out there.
Rumors are rumors. I don't deal in rumors.
Right, because probably by the time this actually gets sent out, it might actually be announced.
It's like, why did you release him? Has something to do with that jackass Dario.
Well, everybody's been blaming me for people getting injured, right? I get, hey, by the way, did you say something about
no
this guy? 'Cause
comments.
He's
no
longer
comments.
there. So I won't say anything with regards to that at all.
You know what? I couldn't pick.
No. I said, and I don't necessarily think it's anything against bad play. Everybody in the Wolfpack has come to
As
be,
a role?
as a player and as a person that we've met. Not that they become family or no, but you like them.
Yeah.
So you hate to see anybody go. But like I said, I don't think it's necessarily based on performance. Just that the people that are bringing in have a higher skill level, and
It'll benefit the team.
it benefits the team
All right,
at all,
well.
and that's what has to survive amongst everything else. So I guess we'll call that a show for today. So again, keep your eyes open. Should be some very entertaining games against Featherstone and Toulouse.
And also, when you have a chance, keep a lookout for the next scheduled Ladbrokes Challenge Cup game.
Which-
That's ongoing as well.
Which we know who our opponent is, and it turns out to be
Barrel.
the Barrel Raiders, the team that we tied 8-8. So we're going back to their ground, and I don't know if you know this. I don't think Barrel has lost at home in the last 2 years. That is a
Really?
pretty good home record there. And
Wow,
that's
so
gonna
that's a lot of... that's going to be great for Toronto when we break that record.
exactly because we
Positive spin.
Well, hopefully it's not like 3 feet of mud like it was the last time that they played in there. But like I said, it wasn't just the mud. Barrel put on a fantastic show, and now
Now it's our turn.
our turn to equal that and surpass it.
Sounds good.
So good luck to the boys.
Happy Easter to those of you that...
Celebrate
Celebrate
Easter,
it?
and
Sure.
cheers and good luck, and bring home a couple of victories.
That's all, folks.
Howling for you.